Second time with the Hornets this year. They defeated the Hornets up in Essex earlier in the season. They had a win over the Brattleboro Colonels and also a win on the road up at St. Albans against the BFA Bob Whites. The two losses were to Fairhaven and Middlebury. The Middlebury lost there in the waning minutes of that ball game. And they had the Raiders played a 0-0 tie with the Mount Anthony Patriots. That was the one tie down in Bennington. At this point, 3-2-1. The Raiders, of course, going with a new quarterback, Jake Eaton, being pulled up the ranks up into the varsity level. So they've had to do some reshuffling there. But the Raiders looking to end the season on the bright side here at 3-2-1, and they've got a couple games left. A rematch with the Patriots, and also, of course, the big one against the Mounties. This freshman team out there, they'll be looking for that one. I believe that's on the 1st of November. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back for this afternoon's action. All right, Mark Carboneau here with Ernie Sule back at Alumni Field tonight. It's the Raiders and the Hornets, and it's freshman football here on Channel 15. This is the first telecast for us. The Raiders coming in there with a 3-2-1 record, and the Hornets at 1-3. So we're catching the Raiders here as they wind down the season. They got a couple of ball games left besides this one here. Teeing it up there for the Raiders, that's number 89, and that's Mark Gunther. Thank you, Ernie. Ernie, I want to tell you, it's a good thing Ernie's here because he straightens me out on these the pronunciation of these names. So the Raiders ready to go, and Gunther will do the booting. Back deep, we'll try to pick up some of these numbers here. Jeff Berry and Brad Luck for the Hornets. Back to receive Gunther's boot. And we're underway. It's a good kick by Gunther, and it's taken by Luck. And he's going to be nailed there by a host of Raiders, just short of the 30-yard line. So the Hornets will go to work, 1st and 10, at about the Hornet 29-yard line. We'll call it the 28. Just underway here at Alumni Field, and it's freshman football tonight. It's the Raiders and the Hornets. Quarterback in the, let's see now. For the Hornets, 43. Okay, that's Brad Luck at the quarterback position. He barks him out. He's got a full house backfield. And a give is to 42. That's Jeff Berry on the carry. A few yards on the play, and he brings it up to just short of the 35 of the Hornets. So it'll be a second down, and let's see, second down and about 4. So a pickup of 6 there. Well, it's a little slow tonight on that board, but he's working at it. Well, it's a new scoreboard here at Alumni Field, so got to be patient. Look like they're offsides, but they still run through the play. And Barry's going to sweep it right, on the right side there, wide right, and he picks up, looked like it was close to a first down. Try to pick up some of these Raiders here defensively. The ball is short of the 35-yard line, so they were looking at basically no gain on the play, maybe possibly a yard. Second and, or actually they'll bring up a second and, actually 3rd and 4. 3rd down and 4 to go for the Hornets. That's all right, Walt. Hornets go with a full house backfield here. And there's the give. It goes to number 42. That's Barry again on the carry, and he's going to be, I believe he's got the first down here, awful close. First down for the Hornets, so they keep the drive going here against the Raiders. Freshman football from Alumni Field tonight. Raiders and the Hornets, the second time around for the for both teams here. They played up at Essex, and the Raiders getting the best of the Hornets up there. The Raiders without the services of Josh Pochowski tonight. Josh with an injury there. Hopefully he'll be back in action to wind down as the season winds down. Handoff goes to number 40, and he's meant, wait a minute, he skips away. Well, it looked like he was stopped there. The Raiders had him for a not much of a gain. He was able to pull away with the second effort. And that was number 40. I don't have a... oh, there he is. Jerome Gross. So Gross keeps the drive going for the Hornets. He was stopped initially, and he got it close to midfield. So they're looking at, well, roughly about the 46, 47-yard line. The Hornets on the move here. Second down and third. Second down and 3 on the 47. And the give is to Luck here. Luck takes the play on his own, and he's going to pick up another first down. So the Hornets pick up the first down. 9:48 left here, opening quarter at Alumni Field. Freshman football tonight. Hornets going with a full house backfield. Luck is the quarterback. Well, everybody shot off the line there, and a give. Look at this here. This is Berry, and he's going to go down the sidelines. He's going untouched in for the touchdown. So the Hornets get on the board first here with 9:24 left in the first quarter of play from Alumni. Nifty run there by Jeff Berry, the halfback for Essex, and he took it down the swept it wide left, and he raced into the end zone untouched. So the Hornets on top, 6-zip here. 9:24 left in the first quarter of play. Hornets now, they've got, looks like trips here on the right side. They're going to go for 2. And the pitch is to Gross, and he's going to get in. So the 2-point conversion is good, and it's 8-0 now. The Hornets on top. 9:24 left in the quarter. We'll take a short break and be right back. All right, back at Alumni Field, ready for the kickoff after the Essex touchdown. And the Raiders, this is Ed Kelly will pick it up for the Raiders. He's at the 32-yard line, and he was hammered in there by big number 87 for the Hornets. Matt Sheftick with the stop for Essex. So the Raiders will go to work here. 9:18 left, first quarter of play, and they find themselves trailing the Hornets 8-0 at this point. The Hornets took the opening drive and kept it basically on the ground. It was a ground control drive, and ended up putting it into the end zone on a long run there. And the Raiders go now, and there's the give. That's Popovich on the carry, and he gets up close to the 40-yard line. We'll call it the 38. So we're looking at a second down now, and roughly about 3 or 4 yards to go here for the first. Popovich on the carry for the Raiders. At the quarterback position, that's Jesse Baker. Jordan Arbor, let's see, going out, number 20 for the Raiders. Also, Pete Covell. All right, thank you, Ernie. All right. Baker barks him out to give us to Kelly. And nifty run there by Ed Kelly. He gets close to the first down. $8:13 left in the first quarter. And let's see here. Well, the Raiders looking at a third down and about 1 yard to go here. Jesse Baker, the quarterback. The Raiders going with the 2 backs. We've got a wing back in there to give. The first man through, Popovich, and he's got the first down and then some. So Popovich on the carry for the Raiders. Paul Popovich, number 44 there. And he just shot through the line, and he picks up a first down for the Raiders with 7:42 left in the first quarter here. The Raiders down 8-0. Essex on top with the opening drive, and the Raiders have got a drive of their own going here. Baker at quarterback. He's got 2 backs, and he got a wing back. They've got a wide receiver split wide left. And Baker's being chased, and he's going to be dropped. And I believe the play was dead. The ball was fumbled, but they're going to say he was down there. All the way back to about the 34-yard line. So Baker goes down there, and that's going to put the Raiders further back here with 7:06 left in the first quarter of play. Yeah, the Raiders had the good drive going. Popovich had the nice run to set up a first down, and now they're back on the 34-yard line. They got a second down and a bunch. There's a pass over the middle, and it's caught after being tipped. Dumas makes the reception for the Raiders, number 82. So Dumas, I'm looking for his first name here, but Kevin Dumas with the reception for the Raiders. 6:25 left to go in the first quarter, and that was a nice pass by Baker. It was tipped there momentarily, and then Dumas with the reception. 6:15 left first quarter, and the Raiders are driving again here. They've got a third down and about 6 to go. Baker, handoff, Popovich, and he's being corralled there. Finally goes down. We got a flag thrown on the play. So let's see what the call is here. Essex on top, 8-0 first quarter here, 6:05. So we got a holding against the Raiders. And he's talking, the official talking to Albertson of the Hornets, one of the captains, and looks like they're going to take the penalty. So each time the Raiders try to get a drive going here, they get stalled here momentarily. They had a nice run by Popovich to start things off, and then they got Baker was dropped for a loss. They just had a nice pass play to Dumas, from Baker to Dumas, and now they pick up the penalty, so that'll drop them back now on about their own 41-yard line. 5:58 left, first quarter of action, and the Raiders down 8-0, and they've got a third, we'll call it third and a bunch here. Baker rolls, and he's being chased. He's got a man open down there, and he's tripped up. No call. Wow, that's well, that was a strange play. They had a man wide open for the Raiders, and he get tripped up. I guess they're going to call it incidental contact, but tough break for the Raiders. They got to 5:42 left first quarter. Nice pass by Baker. The intended receiver down there was number 89. It was Mark Gunther. And so now the Raiders are looking at a fourth down here. And back to do the booting for the Raiders, it's number 82. That's Dumas. And he'll do the booting here for the Raiders. 5:37, the snap, and the kick is away. And it's going to go off to the left. It's picked up by one of the Hornets. And he finally looks like he's pushed out of bounds there, just over the 40-yard line. So the Hornets will go to work, 1st and 10, with 5:25 left first quarter. And the ball just about their own 41-yard line here. The Hornets on top in this freshman football game tonight from Alumni Field. So the Raiders, unfortunately, a little bit of tough luck there. They had a couple of nice plays. They had a nice run by Popovich, and then, of course, the pass play to Baker, from Baker to Dumas. And unfortunately, on that drive there, the penalties unfortunately hurt him here. So the Hornets go to work. They're up 8-0. 5:07 left first quarter of play. Essex going with a full house backfield. And a handoff. They're coming around here on the end. It's 42. That's Jeff Berry. And finally to make the stop, he's tripped up there. Looks like number 26, 28 for the Raiders. That's Ed Kelly. So Kelly comes up to make the stop. 4:41 left first quarter, and this will bring up a second down and about 8 now for the Hornets. Picked up about 2 on the play. Hornets on top, 8-0. Essex going with the full house backfield. They got a man split wide right. Quarterback looks like he wants to throw, and he's got a man open down there, but he throws it over number 42. That was Barry coming out of the backfield there. He was actually set up as a wingback, and the pass incomplete. 4:17 left in the first quarter, and it'll bring up a third down and 8 now for Essex. And a beautiful night for a football game. Doing a fine job, Walt. All right, we got a 3rd and 8 for the Hornets. And they give us a number 40 and slowing him up there, but not unable to bring him down. That's Gross. And he's still on his feet, still going. Finally wrestled down there by number 88. Got a flag down on the play. That's Matt Shortle makes the stop for the Raiders. That's going to go against the Hornets. The flag down in the Essex backfield. They're going to be talking to the Raider, one of the Raider captains there. That's that's 32, Jesse Baker, and they're going to take the penalty. What was the call there, Ernie? Okay, we didn't get a. Okay, holding against. We'll call it holding against the Hornets. 4:08 left in the first quarter of action here from Alumni Field, and it's freshman football tonight. Okay, we got a clip. All right, so it's clipping against the Hornets. So on a nice run by Gross, and unfortunately it's going to come all the way back here. And the Hornets now will start from their own 26-yard line. A 3rd down and a bundle here with 4:08 left. And a handoff is taken by Berry. And he gets maybe a couple. He might have gotten a yard on that one. Brought down by a host of Raiders are trying to find the let's see, the 89. That was Mark Gunther off the bottom of the pile there for the Raiders. So the Hornets faced with a 4th down. They'll be booting away, and back to receive for the Raiders is number 20, Peter Cavell, and number 32, that's the quarterback, Jesse Baker. And a ball that goes over the punter's head. It's Berry, picks it up. He's being chased here, and all he can do is finally goes out of bounds. Well, you got to back up over the 25, 30, close to the 30-yard line. He was finally pushed out of bounds. We got another flag on the play. 3:20 left here, first quarter. The Raiders down 8-0 to the Hornets from Essex, and a call is going to go against the Hornets. Let's see what the call is here. What was it again? The clip, another clip. Okay, so another clip against the Hornets. That's two penalties against the Hornets here, and that's going to move them. Okay, let's see. This will be interesting here to see what they do. They're talking to the Raider captains. Big number 75 down there. That's Josh Pachowski, and Jesse Baker, I believe, is down there. Let's see what they. Referee explaining the options to the Raiders. 3:20 left here. First quarter of play from Alumni Field. It's the Hornets 8 and the Raiders nothing at this point. And it looks like I guess the Hornets, they're going to kick it over. All right, we got a 1st and 10. The Raiders will take it over right there. It must have been at the point of infraction then. So the Raiders go to work. Jesse Baker, the quarterback. Pick up those backs there. That's Popovich. And a give is to Popovich, and he's going to go nowhere. He's stopped by number 87 there for the Hornets. Matt Sheftick makes the stop in the Raider backfield. 3:06 left in the first quarter, and the Raiders trail in this one 8-0. Big play, though. Big turnover there. The Hornets with a clipping penalty on a 4th down, so it puts the Raiders in real good shape here. And they'd like nothing better to do than punch one in here, tie this game up. Baker again to Popovich. Some nifty move, and Popovich with a touchdown. The Raiders on the board. Paul Popovich. Pretty play. Got the handoff from Baker, and he scampers into the end zone. So the Raiders are on the board here, 8-6 now. The Hornets on top with 2:39 left. Nice run by Popovich to put the Raiders on the board. And now they'll attempt they're going to attempt the extra point. They're going to go for 2 here. They've got a receiver, that must be Dumas. Well, I'm not sure here. He's got a wide out. Popovich with the run for the extra points, and he's in there. So we got a brand new ball game as the teams come back up the field. It's the Raiders 8 and the Hornets 8. The Hornets 8. We'll be back. All right, we're back at Alumni Field, and it's freshman football here. We've got a discussion of the officials out at midfield. The Hornets with an 8-0 lead here, and then the Raiders put together a nice defensive stand, and of course the Hornets didn't help themselves with a couple of penalties. They picked up that big clipping penalty on the 4th down. It gave the Raiders the ball in deep in Hornet territory, and on a nice run by Paul Popovich, he picked up the touchdown on the run, and he also went in for the extra point. So it's the Raiders 8 and the Hornets 8. 2:39 left here in the first quarter of play, and the Raiders kicking off now. This is Gunther with the boot. And it's taken down there, bobbled momentarily, picked up by Barry, and he's finally stopped by a host of Raiders there. Just looked like he was in slow motion there, waiting for a hole to open up, and it never materialized. So the Raiders go to work on defense here. The Hornets will start from about the 20, well, we'll call it the 22-yard line. 2:32 left, first quarter of play. It's 8-8 here at Alumni Field. Freshman football tonight. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. All right, they're coming with a full house backfield there. That's Brad Luck, the quarterback. And he gives the handoff. This is Gross. Look out. He's got some speed here. Still on his feet. 45, 50, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Hornets. And that didn't take long. So the Hornets are back out in front in this one. Boy, this one's going to be a fun game to watch here. I'll tell you, 2:06 left first quarter, and the Hornets back on top. I got an idea there's going to be a lot of offense in this one tonight. So Gross takes the handoff, and it's 14-8 with 2:06 left first quarter of play. And the Hornets wasted no time getting back on top in this one. That first matchup up in Essex, from what I understand, the Hornets went out in front 14-zip, and then the Raiders came storming back, and they never looked back after that. They went on to win that ball game. We've got trips wide left for the Hornets. We've got a single wing in the backfield there to give, and the quarterback takes it in himself. So the 2-point conversion is good, and it's now a 16-8 ball game. The Hornets on top here. Both teams come up the field. 2:06 left, 16-8. The Hornets on top of the Raiders. We'll be back. All right, back at Alumni Field here. It's 2:06 left first quarter, and it's been an awful long quarter here. A lot of scoring. 16-8. The Hornets on top. And Gross will boot it away for Essex. And that's a short boot. It's up over the, well, let's call it the 25. It's picked up by one of the Raiders. That's Baker. And he's still on his feet. I thought he'd gone out of bounds, but he makes a nice return there by Baker. Jesse Baker with the return, and he gets up close to the 45-yard, well, we'll call it the 42-yard line of the Raiders. Baker there looked like he was going to go out of bounds, and he picked up an extra 10 or 15 yards. So with 2 minutes left in the first quarter, the Raiders go to work on offense here. 1st and 10, the ball at the Raider 42-yard line. Raiders trailing this one 16-8. The Hornets with the big play here to go back on top just minutes ago. Baker, and this goes to Popovich, and I'll tell you, he was down on that one. He lost the ball, but they're gonna call him down. He was tripped up, and otherwise he had clear sailing ahead. There was one man that slowed him up. So Popovich with the carry. And it's a 2nd down, and we'll call it about 5 for the Raiders. 1:24 left in the first quarter of play, and it's been an entertaining quarter. The Raiders on the short end at this point, 16-8. Baker barks him out, give to Popovich, and I'll tell you, Popovich is getting 3, 4, 5 yards of carry here at this point. He's quick through that line there. They give the ball to him, and he's gone. He just shoots right through the line, so something to watch for all evening here. Less than a minute now in the quarter, and let's see if the Raiders will get a... shouldn't have any trouble getting another play off here before the quarter ends. Baker, the quarterback, he's got the number 20 there in the backfield. That's Pete Cavell, and also, and let's see who got the carry that time. Looks like Cavell got the handoff, or was that Baker that took it? Jesse Baker take it. Got the first down. So 34 seconds left, and the clock is running here. 16-8, the Hornets on top. The Raiders with another nice drive here. They're looking at a 1st and 10, and a ball at the Hornet 47-yard line. He's got a man in motion here. That's number 23 for the Raiders. Garrett Griffin here. He's wide right. Handoff is Popovich, and nothing doing that time. And that's probably going to do it for the awful close to the corner. So that'll do it. After 1 quarter of play, it's the Hornets 16 and the Raiders 8. We'll be back. All right, back at Alumni Field, and we've got second quarter action here. It's 16-8. The Hornets on top of the Raiders. It's freshman football tonight here at Alumni. Baker, the quarterback, barks him out, and a handoff. Oh, he's going to keep it himself this time. He's around the right-hand side, and pretty good gainer. He picked up 3 or 4 yards on the carry. So Baker with the keeper. 11:48 left here in second quarter. The Raiders trailing this one 11-8 or 16-8. And Popovich and Baker doing the damage here offensively for the Raiders. You got a feeling with this freshman team that no matter where they are in the field, they can strike back in a hurry here. So let's see what happens here. The Raiders, they've got a wing back and a man on the wide left. A pitch back to Kelly, and Ed Kelly still on his feet. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Raiders. Ed Kelly with the touchdown. Oh, I was just saying, just like that, they can get you right back in the ball game. So Kelly with the touchdown run for the Raiders. And he scampers into the end zone to put the Raiders back in the ball game here, 16-14. Well, I tell you, they're explosive. Jump in there, Ernie, anytime you want, you know. All right. Well, that didn't take long. 11:09 left in the second quarter, and the Raiders going for the 2-point conversion here now. They got a man wide left, and a handoff. Popovich is in the end zone, so he picks up the 2-point conversion. And with 11:09 left in the second quarter, the Raiders 16 and the Hornets 16. We'll be back. All right, back at Alumni, and I'll tell you, this one's exciting. It's 16-16. We got 11 minutes, 9 seconds left in the second quarter, and the Raiders have stormed back to tie this one up. Pretty run by Ed Kelly. This is Dumas now. No, that's Gunther, excuse me. Gunther does the booting for the Raiders, and it's picked up by Barry, that's Brad Luck on the reception there, on the run back, and he gets it back close to the 35-yard line. So the Hornets will go to work 1st and 10 at their own, well, we'll call it the 33. So the 33-yard line is where the Hornets will start. 11:02 left, second quarter here, and the Raiders wasted no time in putting themselves back in this ball game. I'll tell you, Coach Kevin Keefe here and Mike Daly, TJ Sabaka, they've got themselves an exciting ball club here in this freshman squad. 3-2-1 on the year, and they're looking for a victory. They're in this one. They're hungry for this one here. 16-16, second quarter action, 10:37 left. That's Brad Luck at the quarterback position for the Hornets. The handoff, the first man through, and let's see who comes up off the bottom of the pile there. Popovich was in on the tackle. Also on the bottom there, number 67 for the Raiders, Matt Lawson. And I know Matt's dad very well. My younger days down at the academy. So with 10:05 left here in the second quarter of play at Alumni, it's freshman football. The Raiders 16, the Hornets 16. Luck parks them out, and we got a flag on the play. I think they're going to get somebody came across a little too soon, I think. Yeah, we got a procedure call against the Hornets, so this is going to move them back. I believe it's 5 yards. So this will drop the ball back to just about the 30-yard line. So Hornets will have it second down, and let's see, that's going to be, let's say about 12. Second down and about, about 14. Second and 14. So 9:48. There you go, second and 13. There you go, Walt. And a handoff. Another flag down, and the Raiders are going to snuff this one out. Taken back to the 25 was Gross. And I'll tell you, they didn't let him get loose, because the last time he got loose, he scampered in for a touchdown. But the Raider defense rose to the occasion. Was that Lawson on the play again? Pochaski. Pochaski made the stop for the Raiders. One of the twins there. Let's see, that would have been Joe. Josh is out with an injury tonight. Well, let's see here. I'm not sure what the call was, Ernie. Another procedure again, yep. Okay, so somebody moving in that line there before they were supposed to. So 9:30 left, second quarter action from Alumni, and the Hornets with a third down and a bunch. This is Lucky. Looks like he wants to throw, and he's not going to be able to. Big play defensively. And that's Gunther. Mark Gunther on the play. Came on, let's see, defensive end. Came out of the defensive end position to make the stop on the quarterback. So the Hornets will have to boot the ball away here with 8:58 left in the second quarter. Back to receive for the Raiders. Number 20, that's Pete Cavell. And Jesse Baker, number 32, back there to receive. Well, let's see now. They've got some wide, they've got trips here. Essex has got wide. And a pitch back. And that's going to Berry. And there's another flag down. The Raiders finally pull them down. They went into a punting position, and then they switched back, and they had trips wide left there. The Hornets did. But somebody, I think, moved again. So that's going to go against the Hornets with 8:28 left here in the second quarter. The Raiders and the Hornets all knotted up at 16. Freshman football tonight on a beautiful evening here from Alumni Field. I heard that, Walt. Walt Laddebush on the clock tonight, doing an excellent job. Mark Carboneau here with the play-by-play, and Ernie Sule, the cameraman here. Ernie is always doing a fine job with the camera.
I think Ernie should be announcing.
Yeah, Ernie should do the announcing. Okay. So this one here, it looks like it's, boy, it's a fourth down and a bunch. Fourth down and a bunch here. Look at this. Got double zeros up on the board, so I have no idea how far they've got to go for first down. I'm kind of surprised the Raiders just didn't take the ball. Steve Morrow down there, one of the officials, I believe he said it was a clip. He's conferring with the Essex coach now. He's kind of questioning, wanting to know exactly what the call was. Now Essex coach was wondering about the third down, but it is in fact a fourth down. So now, Essex is going to call a timeout. There seems to be some confusion on the field. They're going to take a break, and we'll take one. We'll be right back. All right, back at Alumni Field. Freshman football tonight here, 16-16. We're in the second quarter, and it's 8:12 left in the quarter. Back to receive for the Raiders. The Hornets are going to punt it away here, and that looks like Baker's back there. Jesse Baker takes it for the Raiders. He's at his 35. Cuts around a corner, 30, 25, and he gets close to the 20-yard line. Nice return by Baker on the punt by Jeff Berry for the Essex Hornets. And the Raiders are right back in shape here. They're in good field position. They'll have the ball at the Hornet 23-yard line. First and 10, 16-16. 8:03 left in the second quarter of play here. Alumni Field, the site of tonight's ball game. And we'll be doing a couple of more freshman games and also a couple of JV games as we wind the season down. The Raiders now, Baker breaks him out. He gives it to Popovich, and Popovich gets it over the 20-yard line, close to the 15. Paul Popovich doing the bulwark tonight for the Raiders in that backfield. Picked up the touchdown for the Raiders to put him on the board, and he got the 2-point conversion. And then he got the 2 points on that second touchdown, the run by Ed Kelly. Nifty run by Kelly. Popovich put the 2 points on. And that's where we are right now. 16-16, 7:16 left in the second quarter of play. Baker now. And the handoff is a reverse. And finally inside the 15 to about the 13. Look like Ed Kelly there on the carry, number 28.
Yes, he is.
I'll tell you, Kelly with a... yeah, he's got some speed out there. Boy, he came around. They ran the reverse. And Baker handed off to Kelly, and he got down, we'll call it let's see, 13-yard line of Essex. So the Raiders with a drive. They got a 1st and 10 here, and they're in business. Baker, the quarterback. He's got, let's see, Popovich, and also number 20 in there, Pete Cavell in the backfield. He's going to keep it this time. He's got a block there by Popovich. Still on his feet. Baker. Boy, he got awful close to he's in there. All right, Jesse Baker in for the Raiders, and Rutland on the board again. Well, I'll tell you, that was a pretty play. Nice run by Jesse Baker. He kept the ball himself, ran it in from about the 13-yard line. So with 6:41, the Raiders out in front here, 22-16. This is an offensive coach's dream here. All right, they're right back in this thing. 22-16, the Raiders on top. And I'm willing to bet, let's see, Popovich in there? I would say they're going to give, he's 2 for 2 for those 2-point conversions, Ernie. So Baker, no, he's going to throw over the middle. He had a man wide open. And, okay, it was intended for Dumas, but went off his hands, and they'll have to settle for just the touchdown here. 22-16 as the teams come back up the field. The Raiders on top of the Hornets. We'll be back. All right, back at Alumni Field, 6:41 left, second quarter of action here. 22-16, the Raiders back out in front in a seesaw battle here. And getting ready to kick is Gunther now for the Raiders. He'll be kicking to Luck, and looks like Barry back there, number 42 and 43. This one's going to go to Luck. All right, he's up across the 30, and he gets close to about the 33-yard line. Baker on the stop for the Raiders. So the Hornets will go to work now on the offense. 1st and 10 here from the 33-yard line. 22-16, the Raiders. Coming back from a 16-8 deficit and taking the lead here with some pretty offensive plays. All right, the Raiders now on the defense. And a handoff, the Hornets. This is Gross, and the Raiders snuff it out there. He picked up a couple. Got over the 35, probably, let's see, close to 3 on the carry. So we're looking at a 2nd down and about 7 to go here for the Hornets. 5:58 left, second quarter action from Alumni Field tonight. Freshman football at its best on Channel 15. And we're glad to be part of it. 5:42 left, second quarter. The Hornets with a 2nd down and 7 now. And we got whistles here. Let's see. Might have some movement on that line. This one looks like it may go against the Raiders. Encroachment against the Raiders. So that'll be offsides, and that's going to cost them 5 yards. That's going to give Essex, boy, that's pretty close to a 1st down. Going to be 2nd down and about a yard or so. That's really the first mistake the Raider defense has made this evening. All right, here we go, the Hornets now. 2nd down and 1. 5:26 left in the 2nd quarter. Brad Luck, the quarterback here for the Hornets. He faked it to Gross, and Jeff Berry came across the line. So Berry with the carry. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Hornets. 5:16 left, 2nd quarter from Alumni. All right, this is Luck now, the quarterback. He's got a full house backfield here to work with. Takes to the first 2. This is Gross. He's got some speed, and he's gone. So, Jerome Gross again for the Hornets. And now we got a little bit of taunting going on there in the end zone after the touchdown. It's unfortunate, and the official had to flag him on that one. They're trying to cut down on that sort of stuff, but hey, you got to do what you got to do here. So 22-22 now. We're all knotted up again. Watching the scoreboard, waiting for those points to go up. I wasn't sure of myself. Thanks, Walt. So 22-22, 4:44 left. Boy, that scoreboard isn't wild. And that's an unsportsmanlike, yeah. They're going to give him the touchdown, but it's an unsportsmanlike call, so they'll assess it on the, now I would think they're going to assess it on the conversion. I wonder if you have the choice of, okay, I was wondering if you're going to take it now or take it on the kickoff, but I guess they're going to do it on the conversion. And this one's going to be a big one. This is going to drop the ball back to, oh boy, about the 17, 18-yard line. So the Hornets have tied the ball game up on a nifty run by Jerome Gross, but unfortunately he was assessed a penalty at the end of the play, unnecessary or unsportsmanlike conduct. So the Hornets are going for the 2-point conversion. Luck tosses it back, the halfback option, and there's a pass. He's wide open, and he's got it. Looked like he was, let's see who that was down there. Number 10. Number 10 for the Hornets, that was Tim Albertson. So Albertson corrals that pass by the halfback. It was Berry who actually threw the ball. So it's 24-22, Essex on top of the Raiders. We'll be back. Back in Alumni Field, 4:44 left, 2nd quarter of action, and it's 24-22. The Hornets back on top now here in this freshman football game against the Raiders. And Rutland now will receive the kickoff. It's taken by, I think that's Cavell, number 20, and a nice run back. Nice run back by Peter Cavell for the Raiders. And he brings it up over the 45-yard line. The Raiders going to have good field position here with 4:36 left in the 2nd quarter. So Cavell with the return. And it sets the Raiders up in good shape here. 4:36 left, 2nd quarter. The Raiders down by 2, 24-22. And what's been a seesaw battle to this point. The Raiders down at 1 point, 16-8. Climb back in the ball game, and now the Hornets back on top. In the 2nd quarter, and let's see, Baker wanted to throw, and he keeps it himself, and he gets up over the 50 and close to the 45-yard line of the Hornets. Well, I tell you, they got some speed. Popovich, Ed Kelly, and Jesse Baker also. They get out of that backfield rather quickly there for the Raiders. 4:15 left, 2nd quarter. 24-22, the Hornets on top in this one here. The Raiders now looking at a 2nd down and about 5 yards to go. Baker barks him out. And he looks, he's going to throw. He's got a man open there, and that was, let's see, I believe that was number 89. That was Mark Gunther. Gunther couldn't quite find the handle on that one, so with 4:10 left, the Raiders now looking at a 3rd down and just about 5 yards to go. The Raiders trying to sweep the Hornets this year. They beat them up at Essex earlier in the year when they were down 14-0. They came back to win that one, and trying to do the same tonight. This one here is going to be a battle, though. You can see that right now with 4:10 left in the second quarter, and it's 24-22 already. Barker looks to pass. He dishes it back here, and this looks like Ed Kelly with the ball, battling for that first down marker, and boy, I tell you, he had it. It looked like he had it there, Ernie. There you go, 1st and 10. So the Raiders still in business here with 4:02 left in the second quarter. Yeah, I'd bring that one back soon. Ed Kelly doing a nice job out there on that run, so it brings the Raiders to another first down with 3:53 left in the second quarter. In the backfield, that's Popovich and Cavell, I believe. They got a wing back out there. This is Baker now, and he's got a man. Let's see, I think that was Gunther again, the tight end. He had Gunther down there, couldn't quite find the handle, and with 3:39 left, that's going to bring up a second down. Yeah, I don't see the down marker down there. Okay. So we'll have to go. Well, we know it's a second down. Second down and about, we'll call it 10 for the Raiders. Jesse Baker, the quarterback. Now he goes back to, they're going to switch the backs. Or Popovich. And it goes to Popovich. And he gets up to the 40. He got across the 40 there, and they pushed him back. Stop made there by Jason Gillette, one of the Hornets. So Popovich with the carry, and he gets, we'll call it 3 or 4 on the carry. So we're looking at a third down and about, call it 6 now. 3rd and 6 for the Raiders with 3:12 left in the second quarter here from Alumni Field. Freshman football tonight here on Channel 15. Baker, the quarterback. And as he fakes to Kelly, he's going to throw it long. He's got a man down there, and he gets it. And the Raiders have got a touchdown. Well, wasn't quite sure there. Number 82, Dumas. Kevin Dumas on the reception for the Raiders. So with 2:55 left in only the second quarter here, boy, this one's going to break some records tonight on the scoring here. 28-24, the Raiders back on top. I think they're going to have to throw in a 3-pointer here to win this one tonight. Really, could be the last team to score could win this thing here. 28-24 now. The Raiders back on top. All right, the Raiders going with the 2 points, and we got a whistle here, and somebody jumped, and now here comes that's a late flag now. Okay, offside's Essex. It looked like there was a second flag thrown too, Ernie. All right, there's the initial call. That's offsides against the Hornets. Okay, I guess. All right, the Raiders will take a timeout, and we'll take one also. Big extra point here at Alumni Field. The Raiders back in front here, 28-24, and they'd like to put the 2 points on here. Baker rolls right, and he's got a man open down there, and it's good. Dumas on the reception. So Baker to Dumas for the touchdown, and Baker to Dumas for the 2-point conversion. So as both teams come back up the field, the Raiders with a 30-24 lead over the Hornets. 2:55 left. We'll be back. All right, back at Alumni Field here. 2:55 left in the second quarter, and the Raiders find themselves back in the lead here, 30-24 over the Essex Hornets. And there's the boot by Gunther. That's a good one. And it's taken by, let's see, the Hornets, number 42, and he's going to be nailed. Jeff Berry got the ball for the Hornets, and he was nailed there. Looks like number 36. All right, number 15. Let's see here. Boy, this is tricky. 15. I don't have a 15 in here, Ernie. There you go. David Larson. We got a David Larson there, made the stop for the Raiders. There was also number 36, and that was Jesse Karras was in on the play also. So the Raiders covered the kick well, and they're going to work on defense here, the Hornets. And I'm willing to bet we're going to see Mr. Gross in there again. Well, I tell you, he's been electrifying here for the Hornets. They're going to have to corral him tonight. 30-24, the Raiders on top with 2:20 left in the second quarter. And this is Luck. He rolls to the left there, and he's going to be nailed. Let's see who made the stop for the Raiders. Looks like number 20. That's going to be Cavell. Peter Cavell on the stop. Pretty decent offensive player, and he does a good job on the defensive side of things there also. 1:57. And the clock runs. 30-24, the Raiders on top of this one here from Alumni Field. Freshman football tonight, and it's been nothing short of exciting here. Oh, it's definitely entertaining. All right, we got number 40. I see he's in the ball game for the Hornets. That's Gross, and he's got some wheels. I'll tell you. Let's see if the Raider defense can rise to the occasion here. Here's the quarterback dropping back. Luck. He's got a man out there, and it's whoa! He made the reception. Well, I tell you, one of the Raiders had a chance for the interception there. Jeff Berry makes the reception. And Matt Shortle, number 33, Jordan Arbor there for the Raiders. Looked like he had a chance to intercept there. But Berry makes the reception, keeps the drive going for the Hornets with 1:17 left. We're here at Alumni Field, freshman football tonight. All right, this is Luck now. Barks him out, and this is Mr. Gross. He's across the midfield. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Essex. And I'll tell you, this guy here, unbelievable. 30-24. And the Hornets now have tied things back up again, 30-30. 5:31. Oh, wait a minute. Is that right, Walt? 50. That's what I thought. 50. Okay. You're right. My mistake on that one. I was reading that one wrong. Well, they got the new scoreboard here at Alumni Field, so it's going to take a little bit to get used to. 53 seconds left in the second quarter here, and we've got 60 points scored in this one already, so better settle in. This is going to be a long one. 30-30, the Hornets now going for the 2 points here. Luck barks him out. He's got somebody in the end zone, and it's incomplete. All right, back at Alumni, we've got a good one going here. 30-30 with 53 seconds left. There's the onside kick there by the Hornets, and it's recovered by, let's see, number 82. That's got to be Dumas for the Raiders. Kevin Dumas makes the recovery for the Raiders there. So they'll go to work at their own 35-yard line. The Raiders and the Hornets, and they're in a good one here tonight. 30-30, and we're still in the second quarter. And 48 seconds left, and we're counting down here. Number 70 for the Raiders, that's the center. Matt Morrow leads them out. Jesse Baker, the quarterback, and he's probably going to have, well, we know we're going to have Popovich in there. He fires one out here on the flat, and it's taken. Let's see who the receiver was. Number 80, who's that, 88, Ernie? 88, that's Matt Shortle on the reception. So Shortle and makes the reception, and the Raiders, it's going to be close. Are they going to measure here? Or? Okay. All right, a timeout for the Raiders, so we'll take a timeout. Back at Alumni here, the Raiders. And a pass from Baker. Now the switch from Shortle. And let's see who we got here. It's got to be Ed Kelly. He's got some wheels there. That was a pretty play by the Raiders. And let's see, they call him timeout. Red timeout. So the Raiders will take their third and final timeout here in the first half. We'll be back. 18 seconds left here from Alumni Field in the second quarter. It's 30-30. The Raiders have the ball. Baker drops back. He's got a man down there. And it's broken up by the Hornets. Number 42, Jeff Berry, the Hornets. The Raiders had Dumas down there. Kevin Dumas, and Baker saw him down here, and he tossed a nice pass. But unfortunately, it was broken up there at the last second. We're down to, speaking of seconds, we're down about 10 seconds here in the second quarter. And the Raiders are going to have to hurry up on this one here. We're looking at a, is it a third down? I can't see the marker, the yard marker, or the down marker here in this case. Baker drops it back, and he had a man there on the flat, and it goes incomplete. They've still got 6.5 seconds left here in the second quarter, so the Raiders still with some time. They're looking at a, I believe it's fourth down. We got Rick and, or is it Tim? Tim and Rick and Brian down on the sidelines there doing the chain gang, and also Mr. Shortle down there. This is Baker. And he's looking for a receiver down there. He's going to be collared. So Jesse Baker goes down as the whistle goes off. That'll end the first half of play. The score, the Raiders 30 and the Hornets 30. All right, back at Alumni Field, freshman football tonight here. It's 30-30, and we're ready for the start of the second half. Mark Carboneau to do the play-by-play. Ernie Sule on the camera. And Walt on the scoreboard. And the boot is picked up by, let's see, Ed Kelly. Or no, this is number 20 for the Raiders. No, it was 28. That was Ed Kelly. All right, so Kelly gets a shot out of bounds, but he gets it up over the 40-yard line for the Raiders. Well, it's close. I thought it was the 40. Close to the 40. We'll call it the 38. So the Raiders and the Hornets in a shootout tonight. 30-30, and second half action just underway from Alumni Field. Freshman football tonight. It's been a good one. That's Matt Morrow up over the ball at center. Jesse Baker, the quarterback. He's got a man split wide left. Baker. And a give is to Popovich, and nothing doing on that carry. Paul Popovich, the ball carrier. And the Hornets stack them up there with basically no gain on the play. So we're looking at a second down now for the Raiders. Second and about 10 here to go. Second half of action just underway. And if you like a defensive game, you're not going to see it because, I'll tell you, 60 points in the first half. Unbelievable here. All right, Baker barks him out. He's dropping back, and he's going to be dropped there. The Hornets. That's the speech to there. Gross, number 40 for the Hornets, made the initial stop. So defensively, the Hornets have come alive here in the second half. And the Raiders now looking at a 10 or a third, and see what Walt puts up there. 3rd and 20. No, you can't put a bunch. 3rd and 20 for the Raiders. Baker, the quarterback. He's got a wide out split left. And Popovich and Kelly. Somebody moved in the backfield there. I believe it's going to go against the Raiders. I think one of the Raiders moved there a little bit too soon, so they're going to call it against Rutland. Encroachment against the Raiders, so it'll be an offsides. I guess it means the same. They're both hands on the hips. There you go, Ernie. All right, so we got an offsides call against the Raiders. Going to drop it back now. This will set up a 3rd down. And about 25, we'll call it. And they're still, 3rd down and about 25. The Raiders, Jesse Baker at quarterback. He's got a man split wide left out there, and we got whistles again. Another flag down. Let's see here. Well, so far, everything's going the Hornets' way here in the second half. The Raiders with 2 penalties. 10:25 left in the third quarter here. 20, let's see. Boy, this one's going to drop them back. This is going to be about a 3rd and 30 now for the Raiders. They got a ton. And let's see now. Merrill leads them out at center. Jesse Baker, the quarterback. He's got Popovich and Ed Kelly in the backfield. And he's got a man split here wide right. Baker fakes the pass, the handoff to Ed Kelly. He's got some speed there. He gets around the corner. Still on his feet. Finally ridden out of bounds. And another flag. And that's a holding against the Raiders now. Boy, I tell you, they're shooting themselves in the foot here. This is the third flag that has been thrown here. 30-30 the score. And 10:14 left in the third quarter of play here from Alumni Field. It's freshman football tonight. Now let's see if the Hornets accept this one. This will drop the. Yeah, well, I'm sure they'll, because this will bring up the fourth. Will that make it a 4th down, or will that be a 3rd down over again? Oh, man, they got to go about 35 or 40 yards here for. Yeah, they're looking at the first down marker is about what, the 48-yard line? Yeah, the Raiders are back at their own 8. Yeah, so 3rd down and a lot. Baker. And finally stopped over there out of bounds. So that'll bring up a 4th down now for the Raiders. They picked up a little bit of yardage on that one. They got the ball up over the 20-yard line. So we're looking at about the 21 of Rutland. So the Raiders have it on a 4th down and about 25. 9:38 left, third quarter of action here from Alumni Field. 30-30, the Raiders and the Hornets. Back to kick is Dumas, and a nice boot by Kevin Dumas. It's a nice roll. 35, 34, we'll call it the 34-yard line of Essex. Nice boot by Kevin Dumas of the Raiders. And it puts the Hornets back in their own territory. They'll have it 1st and 10. But I'll tell you, Dumas got the Raiders out of a big hole there, Ernie. That was a nice kick. The Raiders and the Hornets, and they'll be in action at the varsity level here at Alumni Field on Friday night. The Raiders varsity squad going to that big ball game with the Hornets. They're looking for a win to get them into the playoffs. But tonight it's freshman football, 9:06 left. Third quarter of action here from Alumni, 30-30. And the Hornets, let's see who the give was, number 42. Okay, Jeff Berry on the carry. Brad Luck, the quarterback there for the Essex Hornets. I don't see that speedster in there. There he is. Number 40. He's the one that's... Jerome Gross has burned the Raiders tonight with the speed. I'll tell you. Once he gets into that secondary, it's... no, it's all over. There's a handoff. There's Gross, and a shoestring tackle there by... Is that Dumas or... number 89. That was Mark Gunther on the stop for the Raiders. He had him by the shoe tops. So 8:20 left, third quarter action here. 30-30, the Raiders and the Hornets. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now, wait a minute. Let's see. Walt's playing. Okay, first. Well, they did get the 1st down. All right, 1st and 10. Kind of tough here. Walt Laddebush helping me out here. He's running the scoreboard, and I can't see the down markers because they're being covered up. All right, 1st and 10 for the Hornets. And a quarterback takes it himself, and he gets up over the 45. He's in Raider territory. 1st and 10, Hornets. And they keep the drive going here with 8:04 left in the third quarter. We had a first half that was filled with scoring here. 60 points scored in that first half, and so far we've gone up to the 7:57 mark here in the third quarter, and nothing doing so far. Hornets on the drive. Here's Gross, and this time one Raider had him. Look out, he's going down the sidelines. 25-20, finally pulled out of bounds about the 15. And we got whistles and flags are down on the field. We got a clip against the Hornets. So they're going to call this one back. I'll tell you, Jerome Gross, he's dangerous when he gets out in that open field. Yeah, the Raiders did have a couple of shots at him back in the... they had him in the backfield, and he squirmed out of that, and he got a nice gain on the play, but it's all for naught. They're going to bring it back. This one's going to go against the Hornets. There was a clipping. And I'll tell you, he's got the size and he's got the speed. Hornets here a few years ago had a running back by the name of Quintine, and I'll tell you, he did some damage when he was on the field. And this kid runs very similar. He's got some speed. Very deceptive here. Jerome Gross for the Hornets. So the Hornets pick up the clipping penalty, and this will drop it back to just about the 48-yard line. So the Hornets will go to work. First and about 20. All right, a little bit less, Ernie. Here's the halfback option, and the pass goes back to the quarterback. And it goes off his fingertips. So Brad Luck was the quarterback. He ended up being the intended receiver back there. He flipped it back to Jeff Berry, the halfback. And they threw the halfback option incomplete. So to bring up a second down and 15 now for the Hornets. The ball just about at the 48-yard line of Essex. I'll tell you, that first half, very entertaining. 30-30 here, and that's where we are right now. Yeah, I'll tell you, I don't know. Well-played ball game in that first half. Second half a little stagnant here. Okay, back in action. This is, look out! This is Gross, still on his feet. Finally dragged down, loses the ball. And the Raiders, I think, have recovered. All right, it'll be a Rutland ball. I'll tell you, Gross was off to the races, and he got hit by the Raider. A couple of Raider defenders down there dropped the ball, and the Raiders have the ball back, and they're in business. They'll take over here. First and 10 at their own 43-yard line. So the Raiders go to work. And I'll tell you, that came at a good time. 7:20 left in the third quarter. They're all knotted up here, 30-30. Freshman football here at Alumni Field tonight. Jesse Baker, the quarterback. He's been in there all the way. There's the handoff to Popovich. And Paul picks up 4 or 5 on the carry. Gets it up over the 45, up to the 47-yard line. So Popovich with the carry for the Raiders. He's been the workhorse in that backfield tonight. 6:52 left, second half action here. 30-30, the Raiders and the Hornets. Matt Morrow leads them out of the huddle. Baker, the quarterback. They've got a man split wide left. Popovich and Ed Kelly in the backfield. The keeper, this is Baker. He's picking up some good yardage here. Still on his feet. And he's still going, and he gets it up to the 35-yard line of Essex. So Jesse Baker on the quarterback keeper. Pretty play by Jesse Baker. It gets it up into Essex territory. 6:22 left. Third quarter action here from Alumni Field. 30-30. It's all knotted up. The Raiders now are starting to move on offense. They were stifled in that first drive in the second half. Baker now. And off to Popovich. He's got some room. Still on his feet. And he gets it up to the 20-yard line of Essex. Paul Popovich on the carry for the Raiders. 5:56 left. second half action here from Alumni, and the Raiders are on the move. Nice run by Popovich there, Ernie. Been doing the job all night out of the backfield there. So they're mixing it up rather nicely here. The Raiders on this drive. And the other important thing about this drive is they're eating up some of that clock. Got to keep the ball out of Essex hands. There's Popovich again. Works his way through the backfield, and he gets it up over the 15, close to the 10-yard line of the Hornets. The longer they keep the ball out of Mr. Gross's hands there for Essex, the better off the Raiders will be. Up over the 15, close to the 10. We'll call it the 12-yard line of Essex. So the Raiders here go to work, second down, and about 2 yards to go now. 5:07 left, third quarter action. Baker, Jesse Baker now with the ball still. And I'll tell you, he's deceptive. He's still on his feet. Well, I'll tell you, yeah, it did. Now what we got? Now they call the fumble, and Essex recovers. That was. Well, that was a strange play. I'll tell you, Baker had it over to the sidelines. They still couldn't get him down, and they were tussling with him there. And finally, Essex comes up with the football here. So strange turn of events here with 4:50 left. Third quarter action from Alumni. Freshman football, 30-30. The Hornets and the Raiders here. 1st and 10. The Hornets will take over now. Boy, they picked his pocket on that one, didn't they? So the Hornets will go to work just short of the their own 5-yard line. Quarterback keeper right up the middle, and a host of Raiders on the tackle. Let's see what we got coming up off the bottom of the pile there. Number 75. That's got to be one of the, yeah, that's Joel Pachowski on the tackle. Coming up off the bottom of the pile. So 4:04 left. The Hornets on the drive here. They've got second down and about 6. Big defensive series here for the Raiders. That's the quarterback, Brad Luck, and a handoff goes to Barry, and he gets up close to the 10-yard line on the carry. I think he came up short of that first down, though. Third down a couple, right? 3rd and 2 now for the Hornets. 3:25 left. That's the main thing. Yeah. We'll get you through it, Walt. All right, here's the Hornets now. 3rd and 2, and the carry is to Gross. That second effort might have got it for him. All right, 1st and 10, Hornets. So they keep the drive alive here with 3:03 left. And the third quarter of action from Alumni here tonight. All right, Luck leads them out here, the quarterback of the Hornets now. And a flag is down. We might have had a face mask. I'm not sure. Boy, he was hammered there. Number 75, Pachowski, had the stop. A couple of other Raiders in on the tackle also to help out, but the quarterback there, Brad Luck, was hammered. And we got a motion call, looked like against the Hornets. Yeah, exactly. It looked like a face mask from up here, but oh yeah, the coach saw it, but the officials didn't see that one. So, well, that's all right. Hey, that's true. That's a tough job down there. I'm glad I'm up here doing this. 2:43 left. Third quarter of action here from Alumni, and the call goes against the Hornets. It's a procedure call. That's going to drop them back 5 yards. So it'll be a 1st and 15. All right, 1st and 14. Okay, Walt. All right, we've got Brad Luck at quarterback here for the Hornets. Got the full house backfield, and this time the give is to Gross. And they shut him down. Nice play defensively there. Coming in, number 89, it looked like got the tackle. That's Mark Gunther. Did a nice job at his defensive end position for the Raiders. So he makes the stop on Gross for the Hornets. And with 2:25 left, the Hornets now faced with a 3rd down and about 14 on the play.
You want to sit?
Want to sit? All right, we got a 2nd down. Okay, my mistake. 2nd down and 13 here for the Hornets. There's the pitch back to Barry, still on his feet, and finally wrestled down out of bounds by the Raiders. Well, I tell you, that Essex coach there, pretty emphatic. He wanted another call. I'm not sure what the story was down there. 1:48 left in the 3rd quarter play here from Alumni, 30-30. And the Hornets pick up the 1st down, so it's 1st and 10. The Hornets now, we got some new life here. Looks like the officials, one of the officials talking is in the Essex. Yeah. Clarification by the official in that Essex huddle. So with 1:48 left, we're all knotted up here. No scoring in the 2nd half, and we had a bunch in the 1st half. 60-point score between both clubs here. And so far, with 1:48 left in the 3rd quarter, nothing. And we got whistles and flags going down, and let's see, it might be too much time by the Hornets. Either that or someone moved on that right side out there. That's basically been it there, Ernie. So now we're talking, the officials conferring with the, look like the Raiders captains. They're was that unsportsmanlike? Is that what he look? Yeah, looked like he gave one to the dead ball fall. So we got an unsportsmanlike call against the Hornet bench. It was offsetting though, right? Was the okay? He called it. Okay, it was on one side. All right, on the Essex side. It looked like he pointed to both teams, but it was definitely against the Hornets. So we're looking at a. So that'll drop it back now. This will bring up a 1st. See where that 1st down marker is here. 1st and about 20, I would say. Okay, they refused that. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Hornets. All right. So delay of game was against the Hornets. That was the original call, the initial call. So it ended up being 2 penalties there. So 1:48 left, the 1st and 20 for the Hornets. And there's the pitch back to Gross. And he's got some wheels here. Look out, still on his feet. And finally brought down, but he's up close to that 1st down marker. Boy, I tell you, he can. Jerome Gross coming out of that backfield for the Hornets. Yeah, that was a strange call too. That all started with the official, talking with some of the players, and then they ended up calling a delay a game. So that was a strange call. 1:03 left, 3rd quarter. The give is to, I thought Gross had it, but turns out to be, let's see here. They got the 1st down at any rate. That had to be Berry. Jeff Berry on the carry for Essex. So the Hornets now with less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. Brad Luck, the quarterback, going all the way for the Hornets. They come out with a full house backfield. 1st and 10 here, the clock running. Third quarter, the give is to Gross. Still on his feet, he's up to just about midfield. Finally stopped. Wrestled down there by one of the Raiders. You can't quite get what his number was, but at any rate, it's a first down for the Hornets, and they keep the drive going here with 29 seconds left in the quarter. Third quarter action, freshman football tonight here from Alumni Field. Clock is running now. We're down to 15 seconds left in the third quarter. 30-30, the Raiders and the Hornets here. And a quarterback keeper, this is Luck on the carry. And he gets up over the 45. And he's in Raider territory. He's looking, let's see, we'll call it the 43-yard line. So that'll do it after 3 quarters of play from Alumni Field. The Raiders 30 and the Hornets 30. All right, back at Alumni Field here, fourth quarter action, 30-30. The Raiders and the Hornets here. Freshman football tonight. The Raiders on defense. The Hornets now with the ball. The give is to Berry, and he gets up. Let's see, they're going to call it close to that 30-yard line there, the Raiders. They're going to call it 1st and 10. 11:54 here in the ball game, 30-30. There's been no scoring here in the second half of play after both teams let the scoreboard up in pretty good shape. Fumble there by the Essex quarterback, and Luck recovered his own fumble. Pochalski on the stop. And big number 75 there, doing a good job for the Raiders on the defensive end. Yeah. I'll tell you, I don't know those guys, the way they bang helmets there. Unbelievable. One shot and I'd be on the ground. 11-19 here. Fourth quarter action from Alumni. And here's the gift to Gross. Look out, he's got some room. Still on his feet, and touchdown Hornets. Jerome Gross, that's got to be what, his third, fourth? That's his fourth touchdown on the evening. And it puts the Hornets back on top now, 36-30. Walt's finally getting some action here on the scoreboard. I'll tell you, we went that whole third quarter without any scoring after the first 2 quarters were filled with scoring there by both clubs, 30-30 at the half, and then that third quarter was basically filled with penalties. And finally, Gross puts the Hornets on the board here with 11:05 left in the fourth quarter. They go for the 2 points now. Quarterback pitch, here's Gross. Well, these are 2 big points. I'll tell you, did he get in? He didn't get in. He didn't make it. And nice play defensively by the Raiders there. There was 3 numbers down there. I'm not sure who they were. Paul Popovich was one of the Raiders in on the play. There was a 30. Oh, he's coming across the field. Looked like number 33 for the Raiders also in there. That's Jordan Arbor. And they kept the big guy out there for Essex. So with 11:05 left, 36-30, we'll take a break. All right, back at Alumni here, 36-30. The Hornets back on top in this one. It's been a wild one here. Fourth quarter action, and it's freshman football at its best. The Raiders, they'll cover that one. Let's see if we can pick up the number there. Number 89. And that's Mark Gunther, and he's been right on the ball all night, I'll tell you. He's played a good game defensively for the Raiders. And so the Raiders will go to work here. 36-30, they trail in this one with 11:02 left in the fourth quarter. .57 now, and the clock is running. The Raiders are quarterbacked by Jesse Baker. He's been in there all night. And they give us to Popovich. He's got a hole. He's at 50, 45, still on his feet. And he gets up to the 40-yard line of the Hornets. Paul Popovich came busting through the line there for the Raiders, and Popovich picks up a first down. Rutland's in good shape here now with 10:41 left in the fourth quarter. Popovich on the carry, and he's been doing that all night, Ernie. So the Raiders in good shape, 10:32 left. Fourth quarter of action here from Alumni. Jesse Baker, the quarterback, barking them out now. There's the gift to Popovich. There's the bread and butter man. There he goes. And there's a flag down back in the Raider backfield. He might have a face mask on there. Popovich got over the 30. He was in Essex territory. Face mask, and this one's going to go against the Hornets. So there's the face mask that the coach was looking for. Unfortunately, it was on the other side there. So at any rate, not too happy about it. Well, 10-17, you win some and you lose some, and I guess that's the way it goes. But 36-30, the Hornets on top here. And the officials talking with the Raider captains down there. And I'm sure they'll take this one here. They got to get some points on the board here. We've got 10-17 left in the contest. And this will be a big one. This will bring the ball down to, let's see, inside the 15. We're going to call it the 13-yard line. So the Raiders with a 1st and 10 at the Essex 13-yard line. Checking in for the Raiders there, number 20, Peter Cavell. He's got some speed. We got Ed Kelly there. He's not in. Kelly's not in the ball game right now. He's got some speed. And we got Popovich and Cavell in the backfield for the Raiders. Baker rolls it right. He's got some room there. Still on his feet. And he gets it inside the 10, close to the 5-yard line. We got whistles here. Let's see. Well, we got an injured player for the Hornets. 9:51 now left in the contest. The Raiders trail in this one, 36-30. First half was very entertaining. I'll tell you, both teams put 30 points on the board, and then the third quarter was basically nothing. And Essex went on top first in the fourth quarter. We're going to call timeout by the Raiders. We'll be back. All right, the Raiders here at Alumni, and there's a whistle on the play. Well, let's see. They tried to get that one off in a hurry. Jesse Baker took the snaps. Is that going to be offside Raiders? Yeah, that's procedure against Rutland. So with 9:48 left in the contest, the Raiders will be moved back 5 yards. So we're looking at a second down. Let's see. They had a second down and 4, so that'll make it a second down and about 10 now. Procedure to call against the Raiders. So second down and 10. 9:48 left in the contest, 36-30, the Hornets on top. All right, Jesse Baker, the quarterback. He's got Popovich, and he takes it himself, and he's in for the score. Jesse Baker, touchdown Raiders. Nifty play by Baker, the quarterback, took it himself, so with 9:35 left, the Raiders have tied this thing back up again, 36-36. Somebody made the comment earlier here in the booth that the team, the last team to score, could possibly win this game tonight, and I'm beginning to think so. So the Raiders now will definitely set up here, I'm sure, for the 2-point conversion. I would look to Popovich to get the call, Ernie. And you got Popovich in there, and also Peter Cavell in the backfield for the Raiders. Baker's the quarterback. Big 2 points coming up here. Baker rolls right. He's got somebody open. And he overthrew the man down there. I'm not sure who that was. Looked like number 82. So that was Kevin Dumas on the receiver down there. And it was over his head. So both teams come back up the field, 36-36. All right, back in Alumni here, freshman football, 9:35 left in the contest. The Raiders and the Hornets, 36-36. And it's been one entertaining ball game tonight. All right, there's Gunther with the boot. And it's dropped by the Hornet. That's number 42, that's Barry, Jeff Barry. And we got flags down as he goes down. So Barry gets tackled. And as he goes down, we've got some flags thrown. That's going to be holding against the Hornets. So I'll tell you, they're not starting off this drive in very good shape here. They had a holding call against them. And the last drive there, the Raider drive, they had a couple penalties which really hurt them, and it helped the Raiders drive that football into the end zone to tie this ball game back up. 36-36. All right, Raider defense will have to step it up here a notch. They're all knotted up at 36, and we've got 9:24 left in the contest here. Brad Luck, the quarterback, I'm sure they're going to give it to Gross. And there's the whistles on the... And let's see what we got here. Probably going to be procedure. There you go. Procedure against the Hornets, so that'll drop them back another 5 yards. I'll tell you, the Hornets here self-destructing, but watch out for Mr. Gross there, number 40. He's had 4 touchdowns tonight already. Well, I don't know. I think their limit's 5, isn't it? Yeah, I hope it is 4. All right, so the Hornets now first in a bunch. There's the gift to Gross. He's coming around the side. He's got some room here. 25, 30. Well, he's up close to the 30 there. Went out about the 27 or so. Yeah, he did. I'll tell you, Mr. Gross has got some wheels out there. Second down and about, we'll call it 3, Ernie. So it's second down and 3. 9 minutes left in the ball game. 36-36. The Raiders and the Hornets putting on a show here offensively tonight. Brad Luck, the quarterback for the Hornets, a full house backfield in there. And a give. Let's see, we didn't get the number on there. Nice stop, though, by the Raider defense. Let's see who made the stop there for the Raiders. Number 36, Jesse Karras. Makes the stop on, was that number 33 for the Hornets? Phil Colaccio, the fullback for the Hornets, on the carry, number 33. So with 8:35 left in the ball game, 36-36. And the Hornets looking at a third down and about 3 here. Big play defensively for the Raiders here. They'd like to stop the Hornets at this point. Luck, the quarterback. And he fakes the gift to Gross. It goes to Barry. And he's still on his feet around that left side. Finally taken down by the Raiders, number, let's see, 80. Looks like number 88. Matt Schroedel makes the stop for the Raiders, but not after the Hornets pick up the first down, so it's 1st and 10 Essex. 8:09 left in the ball game. Freshman football tonight at Alumni, and Friday night a big one for the Essex and the Raider varsity teams. The winner of that one undoubtedly would be the 4th team in the playoff picture here this year. All right, the Hornets, this is the quarterback keeper, still on his feet, 40, or 50, 45, close to the 40-yard line. Baker makes the stop for the Raiders. And, boy, I tell you, looks like the quarterback was shaken up on the play. He's still on the, he's still down there. But we'll take a timeout here, Ernie. Back at Alumni Field, we had a timeout for an injury. The quarterback, Brad Luck, has left the field. He seems to be, came off under his own power. So, new quarterback for the Hornets, Diminek now, number 11, and a handoff to Gross. Look out, he's got some room here. And finally, the Raiders, the last man to get a hold of him there. It looked like, let's see, number 89, it's got to be Mark Gunther on there, the defensive end. Finally made the stop for Rutland. I'll tell you, he's a load. Jerome Gross, 4 touchdowns on the evening, and he'd like to have another one here. 7:34 left in the contest. 36-36. Noah Diminik, number 11, in there for the Essex Hornets. He's the new quarterback. He's got a full house backfield here to work with. And it looked like there was movement by the Hornets here in that backfield before the snap. Flag went down after the play. And there you go. So it's against the Hornets. That's going to bring them back. Looked like the back on the left side there got an early start. Noah Diminik, quarterback. He's a 5'5", 118 freshman. Also plays safety on the defensive side of things. So the penalty against the Hornets. And this will drop them back, let's see, the ball just about on the 32-yard line. 32 of the Raiders. Diminik barks him out. 7:16 left in the fourth quarter here from Alumni. The handoff is Gross, and this time, boy, hang on. Still on his feet. Finally, number 75 there, the big guy for Rutland, Joel Plachowski, had a shot at him there. He rode him for a while, and the Raiders finally got a hold of him, but didn't get much on that play. He picked up, let's see, he got about 3 on the play. So second and, what do we got, Walt? Second 15? He didn't get nothing. No gain on the play. Okay. Well, you saw it better than I did. Second and 15. Walt says he didn't get nothing. 6:38 left here. Fourth quarter of action from Alumni Field. Freshman football tonight. Diminik almost lost the handle. Flag is down. Here comes Gross around the right side. This time, he draws a host of Raiders, and they make sure he doesn't get much further than that. And I think this one here is going to go against Essex also. Yeah, they're... I would take it. This is going to be procedure against the Hornets. Well, they were looking at a second and 15. I don't know if it was if it was me, I think I'd take the. Well, they're going to decline it. All right, so they decline that. Brings up a third down now. So they're looking now. The Hornets looking at a third down and about 21. Third down and 21. 6:20 left in the. Yeah, right. 6:20 left, fourth quarter action. Diminik barks him out. He's got a lone setback. That's Gross. He's got a couple of wing backs, and the pitch goes back to Gross. Looked like he wanted to pass. Now he's going to run around the corner. Still on his feet. Finally goes out of bounds. Boy, he picked up a ton of yardage on that one, though. I thought the Raiders had a shot at him in the backfield there, Ernie, but boy, he is deceptive. Fourth down, and let's see. All right, timeout, Hornets. We'll take a break. Back at Alumni here. Fourth down and 11, and the Hornets are going for it here. 36-36 with 6 minutes left. The pitch back, halfback option. There's the pass, and it's caught. And let's see, this is the same guy that caught it before here, Tim Albertson. He caught a pass earlier in the ball game. I believe that was for the 2-point conversion. How he ever caught that one? The Raider defender tipped the ball. I'm not sure who it was, but he tipped it away, and he still came up with it. I'll tell you, the Hornet here with the luck of the Irish, they got those gold helmets, so maybe there's something to it here. I'm not sure. But at any rate, the Hornets in first and... Well, now we got whistles here. And we got an official, let's see, he's going to... Something about the equipment or the uniform. Okay, something that was... he had some tape on the side of his uniform, must be, Mr. Gross. So we got a full house backfield. Diminik, the quarterback. 5:35 left. Clock is running here at Alumni. 36-36. Diminik, and they give us to Barry, and he's shut down there. Might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I would. I mean, with the way the guy's been running all night, I mean, you can't. He's a tough runner to bring down there, Ernie. So that time Barry gets stopped by a host of Raiders. So the defense here for Coach Keefe is going to have to rise to the occasion here. We're under 5 minutes. Freshman football tonight here at Alumni. 4:50 left. Fourth quarter action here. Dimonek now with a full house backfield for the Hornets. There's the gift to Gross, and he's corralled by Pachowski. Nice play. All right, big number 75. Joe Pachowski puts the stop there to Mr. Gross, and he's cut down. I don't think he got anything on the play on that one there. It's 3rd down now. They can actually get a first down. Yeah, they're 3rd down about 9. And a ball resting just, let's see, just inside the 10-yard line there, just about. So 3rd and 9 for the Hornets. Full house backfield. Dimonek the quarterback. And a give. Here's that's Barry. Boy, I thought he was going to pass, drop back and pass on that halfback option again. So Barry gets the carry. Yeah, this could be for all the marbles right here, Ernie. 3:35 left in the contest, and 36-36. I'll tell you, the way this ball game ended at the end of the first half, I thought we were headed for 60 or 70 points there by somebody. Yeah, really. But the 3rd quarter was filled with penalties, no points, and the 4th quarter, both teams have put 6 points on the board. They failed in their conversion attempts. Dimonek barks him out here. He's got a couple of wide out, split wide right, full house backfield. And a quick toss over the middle, and it's good. And there's a flag down on the play, though. Hold the phone here. I don't know if that was, boy, the quick toss over the middle. The reception was made by big number 87, I believe, Matt Sheftick. Boy, I'll tell you, this one is huge right here. Let's see which way this is going to go. Well, that receiver may have pushed off. No, let's see.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, it's going against Essex. Offensive interference by the Hornets. Well, you thought that's what it was. Oh, yeah, definitely. You got to go for it. Well, I'll tell you, it was a nifty play by the Hornets. He tossed it right over the middle. Quick toss over the middle to the big guy there, number 87. Made the catch, but there was a offensive interference call against the Hornets. So with 2:56 left, the options, I believe that's a loss of down, Ernie, and the Raiders will get the ball at their own 20. So I'll tell you, the Raiders dodged the bullet there. So now they'll go to work on offense with a chance to win this ball game in the last 2 minutes and 56 seconds here at Alumni Field. Freshman football tonight, and we got a fan up in the booth here. 2:56 left. Freshman football tonight at Alumni, and it's been a good one. All right, there's the call. There was a loss of down. The Raiders will have it 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Jesse Baker, the quarterback. And a give this time. Let's see, he's going to keep it. Looked like he was going to throw, and he's going to be dragged down from behind. I'll tell you, he does a good job there at quarterback. Yes, he is. He's a good athlete. I'll tell you, the football program here at Rutland on the upswing, and it's good to see at this freshman level. JV's also, the junior varsity, having a good year this year at Rutland also. We'll be doing a couple of their ball games as we head down to the end of the season here. And, of course, the Raider varsity in action Friday night against the Essex Hornets in a big one. There's a toss out on the flat. It's complete. And he's still on his feet. Is this Dumas? No, 88. That's Matt Shortle. Matt Shortle, number 88 for the Raiders, makes the catch. And I'll tell you, they're in good shape. He got it up over the 45-yard line to about the 46 of the Raiders. Time for the 2-minute drill here with 2:03 left. 36-36. What about the timeouts, Ernie? Okay, so they should have all their timeouts left. Well, I'll tell you, this is exciting. 1:52 left, fourth quarter action here. 36-36. Baker barks him out here. And after Popovich, 50, 45, 40, 35. Still on his feet. And we got, I don't know, let's see here. Essex came up with the ball, but I didn't see it fumbled out of there. I think he pulled it out. He was already down at the time. Paul Popovich on a run that keeps the drive alive for the Raiders with 1:36 left in the contest. What a ball game. 1:33. Clock is running here at Alumni. 36-36. And the Raiders trying to pull this one out here in the last waning seconds. Baker barks him out. And he fakes it to the first man through. Baker's going to keep it. And he gets close to the 30. He went out of bounds about the 29 there. The problem with those running plays, they use a little bit of clock when they work them. That's true. Keep them moving forward. You're all right. 1:12 left in the ball game. Lots of time left here. The Raiders with a second down and about 3 yards to go for the first. So the key here is to keep it on the ground, pick up your first down, and you got another set of downs to work with. Baker to Popovich, and he's got it. First down, Raiders. So they'll have to stop the clock here to move the chains. 1:08 left in the contest, and I'll tell you, timeout Raiders. And we'll also take a timeout. Okay, back at Alumni Field here. Freshman football, 36-36, 1:08 left in the contest. Ernie and I will be doing a junior varsity game, I believe, next week, next Monday night, right here at Alumni. Baker on the keeper, still on his feet, 15, 10, 5. Jesse Baker, and he comes up and he calls a timeout. That means the Raiders have got, they may have one more. We'll be back. All right, we're back at Alumni here. We've got a barn burner. It's 1:02 left in the contest, 36-36. The Raiders and the Hornets. And the Raiders on their own 5-yard, or on the Hornet 5-yard line here, ready to punch one in. Baker, inside handoff to Popovich, and touchdown Raiders. Well, I heard a whistle there. I don't know what that was all about, but at any rate, no flags, and the Raiders have a touchdown. Paul Popovich. So let's see now. I heard a whistle too. It might have been an inadvertent whistle there, and that may be what they're discussing here. All right, so Paul Popovich with the handoff from Jesse Baker. And the Raiders are back out in front in this one, but hold the phone here because Mr. Gross is going to get the ball, I'm sure, and that when the Raiders kick off to the Hornets. Now we got a little discussion between the official and the Hornet captain, maybe. Well, yeah, he did give the signal for the touchdown. I believe so, yeah. All right, let's. Okay. All right, so it's a second down now. There's no touchdown. And I don't understand what was going on that one. Second down now for the Raiders. Popovich had scored, or so we thought. All right, so no touchdown. The Raiders are looking at a second down and goal here. And they go right back to Popovich, and it looked like he got in. Touchdown! There you go. There it is. There's the guy with the white hat. He gives the signal, so it's official. All right, now we can put it up on the scoreboard. Finally, The Raiders punch it in here with 48 seconds left. Actually, it works to their advantage because they had scored the first time around. There was 1 minute and 12 seconds left, I believe. So with 48 seconds left, the Raiders go up 42-36. And I'll tell you, this has almost been like a basketball game doing this one. All right, they're going for 2 points here. The all-important 2-point conversion here for the Raiders. Jesse Baker rolls out. I think he got it in there. He did. Baker converts for the 2. And it's 44-36. The Raiders up by 8 here with 48.8 seconds left in the ball game. Just down there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Look it up.
Mr. Mayhew's curling.
All right, we're back at Alumni. It's freshman football here on a Wednesday evening, and it's 44-36. The Raiders on top of the Hornets. Rutland and Essex here doing battle tonight, and this has been a good one. 48 seconds left. The Raiders and Gunther now will kick off. An onside kick's got to go 10 yards, which it does. Yeah, the Raiders have recovered. I'll tell you.
Are you kidding me?
It's got to go 10. It went from the 45 to the Essex 45, and the Raiders have got the ball back. Oh, I'll tell you. Unbelievable. That will be a long ride back. Essex is going to call a timeout.
Never seen that before.
Back at Alumni Field here in Rutland, and the Raiders are on top here, 44-36, and they've just recovered an onside kick. That was a funny kick, Ernie. The ball went right down the middle of the field, and it came up high, and I couldn't tell who got it for the Raiders there. But I'll tell you, it was an excellent play. The Hornets were kind of waiting to see if it was going to go to 10 yards, which it did, and the Raiders have recovered it here, and they're in good shape. And all they really got to do is take a couple of knees down here, and that'll do it. Next, we're going to be in action here next Monday night. We'll be doing the play-by-play and filming the Rutland JV game. That game will be against Middlebury here at Alumni Field. Looking forward to doing that one also. 47 ticks left on the clock, 44-36. The Raiders, and this is Jesse Baker. He's going to take a knee. That'll run down. That may do it, or he may have to run another one. Might have to run another one. Hey, even if he took the delay of game penalty here, and then that would probably do it. Walt gives us the thumbs up sign, so I guess we're pretty well set here. The Raider freshmen will go to 4-2-1 on the season with this victory over a stubborn Essex club. I'll tell you, it was a good ball game. So we're down about 10 seconds, and that's just about going to do it from here, I believe. So the Raider freshmen come away with a victory tonight here at Alumni Field. The final, the Raiders 44 and the Hornets 36. We'll see you next time.